What unspoken rule of girl code do all women follow? When I was 19, me and my roommate Tessa had this rule that we never broke. We went out together, we came home together, no exceptions. We'd been doing this since freshman year, and it wasn't even something we talked about anymore. It was just how things worked. Tessa was the kind of person who always had your back. If some creepy guy wouldn't leave you alone at a party, she'd appear out of nowhere pretending to be your girlfriend. If you were too drunk to walk straight, she'd hold your hair back and make sure you got water. She was my safety net, and I was hers. But that night at Jake's house party changed everything. It started over something so stupid. This guy named Connor had been flirting with both of us all night. He wasn't even that cute, honestly. Brown hair, basic smile, wore those stupid cargo shorts that every college guy thinks looks good. But we both got competitive about it, which was weird because neither of us actually wanted him. I was in the kitchen getting another drink when Connor came up and started talking to me. Just normal party conversation at first. Then Tessa walked in and saw us laughing together. Her face changed completely. She marched over and grabbed my arm. "Can I talk to you?" she said, pulling me toward the corner. "What's your problem?" I asked. "Really? You're seriously going after the guy I've been talking to all night?" I laughed because it was ridiculous. "Tessa, you hate guys like that. You literally called him basic 5 minutes ago. That's not the point. You saw me with him first." It escalated so fast. We were both tipsy and tired, and suddenly we were screaming at each other in front of everyone. People started staring. Someone turned down the music. I felt my face getting hot with embarrassment. "You know what?" Tessa yelled. "I'm done with this. I'm leaving." She stormed through the crowd toward the backyard where everyone kept their coats. I followed her, still angry but starting to feel sick about the whole thing. "Tessa, wait. Let's just go home and talk about this." She was digging through the pile of jackets on the patio table. "No, I'm getting a ride with someone else." That's when Connor appeared, because of course he did. "Hey, everything okay? I can drive you home if you want." My stomach dropped. This guy we just met, who we knew nothing about, and Tessa was nodding like it was totally fine. "Tessa, no. We came together, we leave together. That's our rule." She spun around, her eyes blazing. "Stop acting like you're my mom. I can take care of myself." Connor was already moving toward the gate, car keys jingling in his hand. "Come on, my car's just down the street." I tried to grab Tessa's arm. "Please don't do this. You're drunk, you don't know this guy." She pushed me away hard. "Back off, Jordan. I'm not your responsibility." I watched them walk through the gate and disappear into the darkness. My hands were shaking. Part of me wanted to let her go. She was being stupid and stubborn, and if she wanted to make bad decisions, that was on her. But something felt wrong, really wrong. I waited maybe 30 seconds before I grabbed my jacket and followed them. I stayed far enough back that they wouldn't see me, but close enough to keep them in sight. They were walking down Maple Street, past the main road where all the other parties were happening. Connor was leading her away from the busy area, toward the construction zone where they were building new student housing. It was dark down there. No streetlights, no other people. That's when I started running. I didn't care if Tessa was mad at me. I didn't care if I looked crazy. I sprinted down the street screaming her name like a lunatic. "Tessa! Tessa!" Connor immediately let go of her arm and took off running, just disappeared into the shadows like he'd never been there. Tessa stood there swaying, looking around confused. When I reached her, she was completely sober. The anger was gone from her face, replaced by something that looked like fear. "Where were we going?" she asked quietly. I looked around. We were standing next to a chain-link fence surrounding empty construction equipment. No houses, no lights, no one around to hear anything. "I don't know," I said. Tessa started crying then, not dramatic sobbing, just quiet tears running down her cheeks. I put my arms around her and we stood there in the dark for a long time.